So, what we understand, children, is that M. Hamel, when he asks Franz to recite his lessons, he knows that probably Franz is not prepared. But that is not important. He wants to put it into his head that, see, child, you ignored your lessons, so you are not prepared. Then he tells who are at fault. And he tells Franz, you are not alone. It is the problem with everybody in Alsace, putting learning for tomorrow, not giving importance to the present. He talks about the parents, he talks about himself, so a complete self-analysis. And then he tells why it is important to hold on to the language. And then he gives a lesson. He could have chatted on that day. He could have just, walked down the memory lane, because he could have thought that from tomorrow they would have to learn German. So what difference would it make to give one lesson in French? It wouldn't. So this is M. Hamel. After the grammar, we had a lesson in writing. That day, M. Hamel had new copies for us, written in a beautiful round hand. And what did he make them write? Franz Alsace, Franz Alsace. Now, what did he want to do by doing this? He wanted to engrave it in the minds of these little boys that, listen, yes, we have lost Alsace, but you don't forget, Alsace is a part of France, and France is incomplete without Alsace. So he tells them to write, and when you write, you put it down in your mind forever. They looked like little flags floating everywhere in the schoolroom, hung from the rod at the top of our desks. This is the power of pen. This is the power of teacher. This is the power of knowledge. And even if you look at our freedom struggle, you will find that there were teachers who inspired the students to adopt Swadeshi. What did he do then? You ought to have seen how everyone set to work and how quiet it was. The only sound was the scratching of the pens over the paper. Once some beetles flew in, but nobody noticed.